Se vivió hoy en el Salón Oval de la Casa Blanca en la reunión entre el presidente de Ucrania, Volodimir Zelensky, y Donald Trump. Se esperaba esta tensión, pero muchas veces en las reuniones, más allá de las diferencias que pueden llegar a tener entre los presidentes, cuando llegan las cámaras son las sonrisas las que aparecen, pero esto no fue lo que sucedió, porque lo que se vio a través de las cámaras fue una discusión muy fuerte, no solo entre los dos mandatarios, sino también con el vicepresidente Vance, que participó de esta reunión. Básicamente lo trató a Zelensky de ser un desagradecido por el financiamiento que llega desde Estados Unidos y desde Europa en estos casi 3 años de guerra. Un Zelensky que, como estamos viendo en las imágenes, se lo veía por momentos muy enojados y remarcando que fue Rusia quien invadió su país. Si les parece, compartimos imágenes de esta tensísima reunión hoy entre Zelensky y Trump.
Hey, I would respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy.
He occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people, you know? Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire, all of them told me that he will never go. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the president for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Count once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems, even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
That.
You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because you're in no position to dictate that.
That's exactly what
Remember
you're
this.
doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influence.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influence.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the
cards.
cards right now. With us, you start having
not playing cards.
Right now, you don't.
You're
playing
cards.
cards.
President.
You're playing cards.
Serious.
You're gambling
the
with the lives of
war.
millions of people.
You're
gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. That's back to you. Far more than a lot of people said they should have.
Have you said thank you once? This
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today,
have you said?
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country is in big trouble.
Can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No. You've done a lot of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning.
I know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of coming out okay because of us.
Mr. President, We are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
you haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
you
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through
I
this
said,
stupid president, $350 billion.
You voted
we gave
for
you
your
military equipment, and you men are brave, but they had to use our military.
What about
if you didn't have our military equipment,
if you
didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3 days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
maybe
new.
Less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
People are dying.
I can tell you
You're
again,
running low
I know.
on soldiers.
Listen,
you're running low on soldiers. It would be a damn good thing. And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
With guarantees.
Because you get.
Cuánta tensión en ese encuentro entre Zelensky y Trump, que se da en el contexto en el cual, recordemos, desde Estados Unidos vienen llevando adelante negociaciones con Rusia y aseguran que van a poner un fin a la guerra en Ucrania, pero negociaciones en las cuales no participa ni la Unión Europea ni Ucrania, y en ese contexto se esperaba hoy la firma de un acuerdo por el cual, con la producción de los recursos naturales de Ucrania, empieza a devolverle plata, esto según Donald Trump, a devolverle, decía, el financiamiento de parte de lo que Estados Unidos puso en el marco de la guerra. Después de este encuentro, ambos hablaron por las redes sociales. En el caso de Zelensky, le agradeció a Estados Unidos, pero en el caso de Trump dijo que el presidente ucraniano le faltó el respeto a Estados Unidos y que no está dispuesto a negociar la paz, que vuelva cuando esté preparado para la paz. Fueron las palabras de Trump, que ahora generan mayor incertidumbre de lo que puede pasar con la guerra, que esta semana se cumplieron 3 años.